Friends, these are the 4 things you need to optimize if you want to have any success on Threads. These 4 things are your display picture, your bio, your link in bio, and your pinned post. Why do you need to perfect and optimize those 4 things? Basically, it comes down to first impressions. Let's say I am scrolling on my For You feed where I'm going to get a mix of people I follow and people I don't follow. This dude, Nick Castle, creates. I see this post. The one thing separating you from your goals is a season called Focus. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I agree. So, like the post, I might comment, I want to see what this dude's all about. So I click on his profile and have a look at what I see. I see, firstly, his DP, obviously his name first, then his DP, then the bio, and then the link in bio. This comes down to the sort of psychology of landing pages. Think of your profile page as a landing page. And the way eye movement works on landing pages is like a Z. So you go from top left corner to top right corner to bottom left corner to bottom right corner. Boom, boom, boom. So I'll see his name, but that's not something we're optimizing because your name is already optimized. Then I see the DP. That's something we can optimize. Then I go over here to the bio. Then I go over here across to the link in bio. Okay. From there, if that stuff piques my interest and I'm willing to give this person more of my attention, then I will go to the pinned post if the person has one and this person doesn't. I think it's a bit of a waste if you don't have a pinned post because it's your opportunity to sell me on something or introduce me more to yourself or to show me that you have some sort of social leverage or credibility. Basically, this person, Nick, has wasted that opportunity by not having a pinned post. Those 4 things that we're looking at are so important because the first impression matters. Imagine you're going up to someone, meeting them at a party, and they are really well dressed. They give you a nice firm handshake. It's not a little floppy fish. And they are confident. They have some inflection in their voice. Their heads aren't down. And then you ask them what they do. They have this really good 1-line description about what they do, i.e. your bio. And then what they say they do has some credibility backed up in their link in bio. My hope is that when someone sees this, they get this feeling of fun energy, which is yellow, professionalism and trust, which is blue, and then passion and excitement, which is red. Yellow is self-improvement, one topic I talk about. Red is online business, and the blue is mental models. So that is the vibe that I want to give someone. That's the first impression I want to give off. And then I go in and say what I'm doing in the next line. So I'm saying in the bio what I'm writing about. And then in the next line, I'm saying what I'm building and what I'm doing. And then that is supported by the link in bio. Here I say building Saints College for Threads creators. And the link in bio is Saints College. This lends credibility to what I've said. The idea is that someone who clicks on my profile for the first time thinks, oh yeah, this dude's legit. He knows what he's talking about. Then we move on to the pinned post. If my main goal here is to get more people into my community, Saints College, then I want my pinned post to also work towards that goal. This is me showing I've got credibility on Threads by saying I started at 17, now I'm almost at 4K. It tells anyone who looks at my profile that I'm not someone who just came across from Instagram with tens of thousands of followers and just imported a bunch without doing anything. I started from 0. So I know how to grow on the platform. And then this whole thread goes into the 5 tactics you need to grow like crazy. At the bottom of it is a CTA to join Saints College. The pinned post is serving some sort of purpose. And there are 3 purposes you should bear in mind if you're thinking about pinning a post to your profile. The first one is introduce yourself. Maybe there's something about you that is unique that you want your audience to share. It could be like, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. If you're reading this, you're checking out my pinned post. adding depth to your personality. That's the first one. The second one is you want to convert someone who visits your profile into something else further down your funnel. That's what I'm doing with this one. I'm aiming to convert someone down the funnel, which is into Saints College. Maybe this was how you actually ended up in Saints College. The third reason is a viral post, because it shows that you have some sort of credibility or social leverage and you know what you're doing here. And if they see this viral post where it's got, thousands of likes or whatever, then they're like, oh, this person must be legit, right? So those are the three reasons: introduction, conversion, credibility. Essentially, what we end up with is an optimized display picture, an optimized bio, an optimized link in bio, and an optimized pinned post. And those four things mean these are what we call above the fold, which refers to newspapers. Everything above that first fold is the headline and all the good stuff. If that stuff is optimized, the reader will go and read the rest. But if it's not, they're not going to bother. If we get these four things right, in theory, everyone who taps on your profile will follow you. But if they're wrong, you could be posting the best post in the world. People could be coming over to your profile and getting deterred. This is an essential foundation. If you don't get this right, you're de-optimizing your posts and not having this effectiveness. I can't stress that enough. Please take my word for it. I've seen what happens when you don't do this, and I've experienced it. This is the highest leverage thing you can do. Put a couple hours into this and you'll get a lot of benefit in return. So those are the four things I wanted to touch on. This is your starting point to growing on Threads. I focused on pinned posts because I've already made a YouTube video about what you can do to optimize these three things: the bio and the link in bio. I will link that video beneath this one so you can go and check it out. Hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. Please just do this for me, please.